Don't know if you remember me, the High Road Brewer that's been a bit AWOL on YouTube, and I've mostly been doing the Hop Edition podcast, or the wedding season's kind of kicked off again, so back to the summer madness of doing weddings. So yeah, I think another reason is maybe this beer is just taking a little bit of time to finally get there. There you go. This is what I called the Best Badger Bitter. So it's a best bitter, and obviously we love a bit of the badger, so the badger went in. No infection or anything like that, but it's just one of those things. Now, it was a bit funny. It didn't quite work out at the start, and it was just a bit too that kind of sickly caramel sort of thing I wasn't too fond of. And the amber malt took a bit of time as well. That's probably one of the key things. The amber malt just took its sweet ass time. And then it was a Challenger and EKG sort of hopping. So, bit more traditional. It was a 3.6 kilo of Golden Promise, and then we've got 150 of grams of amber malt, and then 150 grams of Chateau Wheat Blanc, and then 100 grams of Crystal 240. And as I say, it was a Challenger sort of first wort hopping, 27 grams at 60, well, first wort sort of. And then 15 grams of EKG at 10 minutes to go, and then 15 grams of EKG at flame out. And there was Protofloc and yeast nutrient added as well. And it's got, actually, funny thing with this is it's got the West Yorkshire ale yeast that Tricky sent me from, it was a, what do you call it, one of those little slants. So I built up a slant, and I think it took me the little one, and then I built it up to the 500ml or whatever, and then built it up to the 2 litre, yada yada. So yeah, that was kind of it. It's got the calcium 69 ppm, magnesium 13, sodium 6, chloride 64. When I say 6 ppm, chloride 64, sulfates 136, and my HCO3 is 30 ppm, so it's quite low. It's not hard water. And yes, 4.5 ml of lactic went in this. It's probably a bit standard for me. And OG was 1046 predicted, and it turned out 1046 with a 80% efficiency. Final gravity was 1013, so ended up with a 4.3% beer, 21 litre batch size. So yeah, nose, it's got that kind of real amber. It's got that kind of biscuity. It's like crazy biscuit. I can't even get it. It's got a biscuity thing. It's just pure hobnob on the nose. Kind of caramelly, hobnobby. But yeah, real hobnob sort of aroma. See, it's nice now. It is really kind of best bitter sort of. It's how to describe the fruit. It's definitely super biscuity. Is it going in coffee? Slight. Actually, well, slight. And then it rolls on the tongue. You get this kind of coffee. I'll be coming for the amber. Sweetness. And then the EKG, I don't know, I'm more of a Fuggles guy. Fug life for me. EKG is not my favourite. I've heard people say they don't like Fuggles and they prefer EKG. But I'm all about the twigs and the orange. You get a bit of orangey fruits from the the Fuggles I find. Which, my Fuggles hop plant, it's grown well in the back garden. It's massive this year. 3rd year running, so yeah, it's pretty big. Tell you what, this is really smooth. Yeah, nice coffee, biscuit flavours going on with a kind of soft floral, yeah, hop. So yeah, nicely balanced actually in the end. It wasn't. It was when I first had it. It was really kind of sweet and just not great. Sort of really overpowering in the malts. But as it's aged, I mean, when did I brew this? Let's consult the brew log on the old phone. February, and it's now July. So that's quite a while. February, March, April, May, June. 5 months, jeez. And I've not even really brewed that much. I've done a Sierra Nevada. And then a Seaview Sunset Pale. And then in the fermenter just now is the Conflux that we've got going with Unity Brewery. So that's coming up. We've got the homebrew comp next week. So if you've entered into that, I'm looking forward to drinking your beers. Cheers! I initially had this in the hand pool, but ended up taking it off because it was just not tasting nice at all. And it's now on the draft with a nitro nozzle or a stout nozzle to give it that sort of really tight bubbles, you know. Kind of slightly caskish, but it's draft. So yeah, this is actually tasting decent now. Took its sweet ass time. That's the thing with homebrewing. If it doesn't taste good, just leave it. It'll eventually start tasting good. It was like the wheat beer I did, and I thought it was just overpowering at the kind of end maybe with the hops. Chris, I know, says that he only does a 60-minute and then nothing. Lets the yeast provide all the flavour. But now that it's mellowed out with age, it's tasting amazing. It's like you sink it. But you know what that means? It's probably about a kick when it starts tasting good. Whereas this, I must have plenty of this. Because I've been hardly touching it. But I can see this now. Now that I know it's tasting good, it'll probably disappear pretty rapid actually. And we'll make way for some new beers. So keep your eyes peeled. And there'll be some more awesome footage coming up. Alright, catch you later. Cheers. Bye.